The SS Normandy. Grand, slick, and fast. Normandy was one-of-a-kind ship. It was ahead of its time. With its revolutionary hull design and its propeller configuration, and its sheer bow allows the ship to travel across the Atlantic at tremendous speeds. This is her story. SS Normandy was built by the Saint-Nazaire, France, for the French line, so they could compete with Cunard's Queen Mary and the German superliner Bremen. In a way, this marked the beginning of the legendary duel between the two fastest ocean liners in the Atlantic, which was Queen Mary and of course Bremen and Normandy. Her career started out just before Queen Mary was launched, breaking records never before broken, and of course capturing the blue ribbon in the process. She did suffer from vibrations at first, but was quickly resolved with the installation of more support beams and a change of Normandy's propellers. Once Normandy got out of dry dock, she proceeded to capture the blue ribbon and successfully kept it out of the Brits' hand till Queen Mary came along and snatched the blue ribbon back from Normandy. Normandy desperately tried to take the blue ribbon back from Queen Mary to no avail. She was again put into dry dock and her propellers were replaced with even more efficient propellers. This allowed Normandy to finally capture the blue ribbon back from Queen Mary. Queen Mary, of course, wanting to take back the blue ribbon, tried to take it back, but malfunctions in the ship prevented her from recapturing the blue ribbon. For now, this was good news for Normandy, as she was able to keep the title of the world's fastest liner. But this didn't last for long. After a 2-month refit and a new captain who's determined to settle which ship was the fastest, Queen Mary sped through the Atlantic with unbelievable speeds, which again allowed her to recapture the blue ribbon from Normandy. To add salt to injury, Queen Mary also broke the eastbound record as well. SS Normandy wouldn't be able to recapture the blue ribbon from Queen Mary again. But speed isn't always everything. Normandy boasted one of the first full-on theaters in a ship and also showed how grand her interior was. Her interior was plated with gold and silver and hard wood. Her decor was themed over the Normandy region of France, and her design interpretation was a classic art of Art Deco design. I could go on and on about her interiors, but this video would take very long if I did. So let's just get straight into the point. Her bow reminds me of Queen Mary II's bow of like today's modern ships, since they both have that distinct wave breaker in front of the ship that looks almost identical. Speaking of her bow, she was one of the first ships that managed to get a plane to crash into her somehow. A bomber approached the ship too closely and crashed into the front of the ship. The plane stayed there until the voyage was over. With the brink of World War II just around the corner, SS Normandy decided to dock in the safe harbor of New York. But this didn't last long, as in December 7, 1941, with the bombing of Pearl Harbor, dragged the USA into the Second World War. She was quickly taken over and seized by the Americans to convert into a troop ship. She was to be renamed into the USS Lafayette, but this was not meant to be, as the ship caught on fire while docked at Pier 88 in New York. Authorities once thought that the fire was caused by sabotage, but in reality, it was just a spark from the welding of one of the construction workers on the ship. With the unfortunate news that Normandy has burned down in New York, she was later towed into New Jersey and scrapped, thus ending the life of the infamous and beautiful SS Normandy. And to think that this could have been prevented makes me kinda mad, because we could had Normandy preserved today, but history is history. That's it for this video, and I'll see you on the next one.